we had good balance. I thought the big key was our defense, and that's really what we wanted to – a couple things we wanted to take out of Anaheim was half-court execution in our defense, and our defense continued at a really good level. To hold somebody in the 40s and 29% shooting, they only got 4 free throw attempts, so this is the third game in a row we've done a really good job of playing our defensive principles without fouling. And so those are positives. Obviously, a night where we couldn't make a free throw, and that kind of took us off rhythm. I think we missed 3 front ends and 12 overall, so that can really take you out of rhythm. But did a lot of good things. Very proud of the win. It's a very quick turnaround, a lot of travel. We've been in a lot of hotels, and we got a very big game now on Saturday with Missouri State.
Coach, was I seeing things, or did they throw a box and one at you
I
guys?
don't know if they boxed and won this. They mostly 2-3, a little bit of 3-2, and some man. Well, you'll have to ask Joe. I don't know if they boxed us. I would say it was 2-3 zone, 3-2 zone, and man-to-man. Those are the 3 defenses I saw. Maybe he did throw a box out there, but I thought we handled that pretty well. We would have had more assists. We just didn't make a whole lot of shots. Our 3-ball didn't go tonight, and our free throw didn't go tonight. And you'll have nights like that, and we've told our guys that what's got to be consistent is what you do at the defensive end. And I thought we made it pretty difficult for them to score. And you're usually going to, we out-rebound them 51-28. We did a great job defensively, and I think that was the key to the game.
Were you expecting that many defensive looks to be thrown at you guys?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, on tape they've shown all that, and last year a little bit of 1-3-1. So they never could get into their presses because they didn't score a whole lot. And that's obviously a good way of breaking a press, is not allowing them to set their defense and score. So I thought them not scoring early, both halves were pretty consistent for us, 22 and 19. So that's, we're going to take that. That's pretty good defense.
What do you guys do the next couple of days?
Well, and it's a good question, Mark. We got to talk about that as a staff. The staff will get cranking hard late into the night tonight on Missouri State. They lost tonight at Oral Roberts, so that's their first loss of the season. And obviously it's part of the Missouri Valley Mountain West Challenge, but it's a big game for us in a lot of ways. They're going to, I think from an RPI standpoint, when you're going to play Creighton twice, you're going to play Wichita twice, and the rest of their schedule, this becomes a pretty good weekend game. I'm glad it's 8. It gives us a little bit more time. But tomorrow will be a lot of film of this game and do some teaching, and then introduce Missouri State. So pretty much just one day of actual physical work, probably, because we got to be careful with the physical work right now, because we've had a long stretch right here.
I thought the guys played hard, but they did look like they were.
Yeah, and I did too. I thought they played really hard. Hugh said he had trouble getting a second win. I told him it was because his first dunk of the year took a lot out of him. And so if he'd just laid it in, he might have been able to go a little bit harder. But sometimes you can't count on all the travel. These guys have been in hotel rooms for a while, so we got to get back to kind of a normal schedule, and hopefully by the time we get to the weekend we can get some rest. And Tony's banged up a little bit, but I think he'll be fine. Phillip looked a lot better tonight. I thought he got in better rhythm, so that was good to see. We got a chance to have a pretty potent bench, and hopefully that'll continue to develop.
Kendall, is he pressing, or what do you think?
Well, I got to look at tape. I'll take the 6. Really, that's been about his ratio, 6-4. He's leading us in assists by a lot. I mean, it's not even close. So he is doing a very good job with assists. He's just having some tough turnovers, and but there's a lot of pressure there, and he's learning to deal with it. And but I thought for the most part he did a really good job, and he worked hard defensively. He gave us a lot of energy, I thought.
Kendall's also struggled from the field so far. Is that something you expect him to play his way out of, or are his minutes going to dwindle a little bit and Demetrius's go up?
No, I don't think his shooting's going to have anything to do with his minutes. He didn't make the 3 tonight, and you're right, he hasn't gotten a rhythm shooting yet. I think that'll happen. But we're seeing progress with him defensively. We're seeing progress with him of how, it's hard to get him off the floor because he's so active, and he makes a lot of things happen. He did have 4 turnovers, but he had game-high 6 assists. Nobody else had more than 1. So, he's getting guys easy shots, and that's always an asset to have on the floor.
Any other questions? Do you have anything about Missouri State now? Been time to ask? Coaching?
I don't know anything about them. What am I going to say?
Now is not the time to
They're
ask
from
about
Springfield, Missouri.
Coach had a question about Greenwood's defense on
Oregon. He had 23 points. Did you think there in the first half, late in the first half, he was able to kind of control him and really kind of shut him down?
Well, he did a really good job. You know, he got 19 shots up, so 23 points on 19 shots. He made the three. He was the best shooter from behind the line tonight, making 7 threes. So, but I thought, you know, one guy scores a bunch and the others don't score much, that's going to usually end up being pretty good. And, you know, we talked about halftime just getting a hand in his face. He made 2 late clock shots that were really deep in the second half, but very nice player, and he did a lot of good things. You know, we did turn him over 7 times, and those led to some quick baskets for us. So not a whole lot of complaints when it comes to our defense. You out-rebound them the way we did, held them to just 4 free throws. We did a lot of good things defensively.
One thing you said about this weekend's game, it's a good weekend game for Missouri. What do you guys feel about this game coming up?
It's our biggest game. Every game's our biggest game, and we know that. You know, and we needed to get back home. I always think the first home game after a long 2 weeks away is the hardest, and we didn't really get in a great rhythm, but we guarded. We really defended, and that was good to see. Now hopefully we'll get in a little bit more rhythm. We can practice the next couple days in the pit and get back home here, and hopefully have a lot of energy. Should be a great game. They're very, very talented. They're going to be one of the better teams in the Missouri Valley, and I hope we're going to be one of the better teams in the Mountain West. So it makes for a great matchup.